Understood or misunderstood. The story of Gayton Mckenzie. Who is Gayton Mckenzie? Gayton Mckenzie, born March 10, 1974 in Hydedale, Bloemfontein, Free State, is a South African politician, businessman, motivational speaker, author, and former criminal who has experienced a dramatic transformation in his life. Life and career journey. Early life and criminal background. Mckenzie grew up in a gang-heavy neighborhood and, by his early 20s, served several years in prison for armed robbery. During his incarceration, he gained notoriety after secretly filming prison officials' corruption, which led to his early release and public attention. Post-prison transformation. After release, he reinvented himself as a motivational speaker, sharing his redemption story with youth and schools. He also authored best-selling books such as The Choice, The Gayton Mckenzie Story, A Hustler's Bible, The Uncomfortable Truth, and others. Business endeavors. Mckenzie built entrepreneurial ventures across industries including mining, hospitality, logistics, publishing, and entertainment. Political career. Patriotic Alliance, PA. In 2013, he co-founded the Patriotic Alliance and served as its president. The party advocates populist, crime-focused, and anti-illegal immigration policies. Local government. From April 2022 to May 2023, Mckenzie served as the executive mayor of the Central Karoo District Municipality. National government. He entered national politics as a member of parliament in June 2024 and was appointed Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture in July 2024. Upon assuming the ministry, Mckenzie pledged to donate his salary to charity, specifically a foundation he founded for recovering missing children. Public image and controversies. Mckenzie's rise from gang life to ministerial office has made him a polarizing yet resilient figure. He has faced controversies including allegations surrounding our $3 million raised for his municipality that were not properly accounted for, raising concerns of misappropriation. What resurfaced? In August 2025, screenshots emerged of old posts on X, formerly Twitter, dating back to 2011 through 2017, in which Mckenzie used the highly offensive racial slur known as the K-word, directed at black South Africans. Some of the resurfaced posts also included derogatory commentary like, "Not all white guys that make black guys sit at the back of a bakkie are racist." One particularly inflammatory example from 2013 quotes Mckenzie. "A Kaffir's sole ambition is to collect a certain number of cattle to buy a wife with, and then pass his life in indolence and nakedness, Gandhi." What followed? Political parties reacted swiftly. Action SA lodged a formal complaint with the South African Human Rights Commission, SHRC. The African Transformation Movement, ATM, filed complaints with the Presidency, Parliament, and the Joint Committee on Ethics, citing the tweets as demeaning and divisive. The EFF also demanded his removal from ministerial office and a public apology. Mckenzie's response. He acknowledged the offending posts, describing them as insensitive, stupid, and hurtful, and admitted that he was a troll and stupid at the time. However, he defended himself by stating he has never been racist, emphasizing his mixed-race heritage, son of a black woman, and lifelong advocacy for unity between black and colored communities. Mckenzie also pushed back, calling the backlash a politically motivated campaign by rivals e.g. EFF, and said critics can't bring out one racist thing he ever said. Public and political demands. 1. Immediate removal from office. Economic Freedom Fighters EFF have demanded that President Ramaphosa remove Mckenzie from his post as Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, citing the gravity and repeated nature of the slurs used. The African Transformation Movement, ATM, has lodged formal complaints with the Presidency, Parliament, and the Joint Ethics Committee, calling for an urgent investigation and his removal, arguing that his continued position undermines the integrity of cultural leadership. Action SA similarly supports removal, having reported the matter to the SA Human Rights Commission and expressing readiness to escalate to the Equality Court if necessary. Public personality Sizwe Dlomo has bluntly stated, "No, he must just get fired." End of story. 2. Formal investigations and ethical scrutiny. The ATM specifically calls for a thorough ethics and constitutional investigation, suggesting that Mckenzie's tweets may violate constitutional non-racialism, human dignity, and public service codes. Action SA is pursuing the legal route, alerting the SHRC and willing to take the matter further under anti-discrimination law. 3. Public apology. Both the EFF and JAWUSA, regarding related job ad discrimination issues, have demanded a public apology to black South Africans. JAWUSA also called for resignations or dismissals following job postings that excluded black candidates. 4. Accountability for institutional practices. In connection with a separate but related controversy, the job advert that excluded black candidates, Jawusa demanded that Mckenzie withdraw the ad immediately, issue a public apology, and revise recruitment policies for equity, warning of legal action if not addressed within 7 working days. President Cyril Ramaphosa has several powers and responsibilities under South Africa's constitution and legal framework that allow him to respond to the controversy surrounding Minister Gayton Mckenzie. Here's what he can do. 1. Dismiss the minister. Constitutional power. Under Section 91(2) of the Constitution, the President has the authority to appoint and dismiss ministers at his discretion, without needing parliamentary approval. What this means? Ramaphosa could fire Mckenzie immediately if he believes the conduct is inconsistent with the values expected of a cabinet member, e.g. non-racialism, integrity, accountability. Precedents. Several ministers have been dismissed in the past due to public controversies, corruption allegations, or poor performance. 2. Refer the matter to Parliament's Ethics Committee. The President could request the Joint Committee on Ethics and members' interests to investigate whether Mckenzie's past behavior violates the Executive Ethics Code or the standards for members of Parliament. This would lead to a formal ethics investigation, potentially resulting in reprimands, suspension, or recommendation for dismissal. Call for a public apology or reprimand. If Ramaphosa opts not to dismiss Mckenzie immediately, he could issue a public reprimand, direct Mckenzie to issue a formal apology to the nation, or place him on a kind of watch, with clear expectations for future conduct. This would be seen as a less confrontational, reputational damage control strategy. Political considerations. While the President has full legal power to act decisively, he also has to weigh coalition politics. The Patriotic Alliance, PA, led by Mckenzie, is a partner in the Government of National Unity, GNU. Dismissing Mckenzie could destabilize the coalition if not carefully negotiated. Public pressure. There's growing outcry but also factional politics, and Ramaphosa may want to avoid appearing to act under pressure from specific opposition groups like the EFF. What do you think Cupcake will do? Comment with your opinion. While we wait for what the President can don.